Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to my gym. You're probably used to seeing me at my kitchen table and thinking, does that lad do anything? I do. Hopefully you'll see me more in the gym. 7th of June, we're back in the gym and I'll be doing some more videos from my gym. So guys, yesterday I did a post about different ways to measure your progress. And there was 8 different measurements or different things that you can use to measure. So we call them metrics to see if you're progressing. Today I'm going to talk about sometimes the progress is simply because the person's not following the program. And I've been coaching a lot of years, and I've been coached a lot of years, and I can tell you almost 90% of that is usually that. The person's not following the program. Now, why a person is not following the program, that's something the coach will have to ask themselves. Is the program too hard? So they can't, it's not realistic. What you've given the person, they just cannot fit in, okay? But remembering that when we go to make changes, there is going to be a uncomfortable period where things get reshuffled around, okay? Because obviously you've gone to a coach to make changes in your life because you're not happy with your current situation. So you cannot just add on exercise and nutrition to something that is already not working. So we have to find a balance between changing lifestyle and including exercise and nutrition, sleep, recovery, all these things, but within a frame of still being able to function with your job, your work, your family. So it's quite a complex procedure. So I like to start off really easy and slowly get to know the person and build it up. We have to push a person outside of your comfort zones. We have to push ourselves outside of our comfort zone to get results. But we need to do it gradually and slowly so we don't just crash and burn out too much. Very easy and simple. I'll leave you with a story myself, how I fell victim to this. Was I had a very high level coach and in kettlebell sport, and I was struggling with one of the lifts that I was doing for a number of weeks. The sessions I was doing, I kept failing the mini tests and the sessions. I just wasn't able to complete what was assigned to me, and I was getting frustrated. And then I'd message him saying, look, it's another bad session. I'm not able to complete it. I don't know, maybe like there's a problem. And then he messaged back saying, Mark, I have your results, because I had to check in. For the last 3 or 4 weeks, you've missed 1 or 2 sessions a week of this lift. You need at least 3 to 4 sessions per week of this lift to make progress. And by my records, he was keeping the records. You see, in my head, I was doing them, but I wasn't. Okay, there was a reason why I missed them. And then suddenly when it came to them, I was failing. There's something wrong. The program's too difficult, or I'm not. And then I realized what was happening. I'd missed those sessions. It's the same. I see people, we have metrics, we have measurements, we look at the end of the week and then, why I'm not getting results. And then you go, well, let's look at the sessions. You've missed a session every week for the last 3 weeks. Let's look at your nutrition. You haven't logged anything in. You haven't met any of your nutritional requirements. You haven't done any of the mindset things. It's usually 99% of the time, it's usually the case that we didn't follow the program. You have to trust the process. Obviously, if you've gone to a coach, you've gone to them because you trust them. That trust has been built either because you know them, you've seen them get results with other people. So you have to trust the process and you have to be consistent with it. A coach, if they're a good coach, they should be always asking themselves, is my athlete, client, member, are they unable to fulfill this program because it is too difficult for them? It's unrealistic. And then we get to a point where we have to balance pushing a person outside of their comfort zone, but also making adaptations so that the person still can do it. We have to find a happy medium somewhere, but to a certain point. There is to a certain point where we can't go any lower than this. Okay, this is the breaking point where if we don't do this, you're not going to get the results. Okay, if you think about it, that's like everything in life. Okay, I want to go study, but I don't really want to study this part of it. I don't want to do the exam. Okay, but that's a breaking point now. You're not going to get where we need to go to that point. So guys, this is something that you need to think about. You need to do 2 things. You need to trust the process and you need to be consistent. You have to do what is required. And this is nothing new to us. This is the case in everything in life. Okay, you can't get results without doing what is required to get there. So guys, I've fallen victim to it. We all fall victim. That's why I keep notes. I keep logbooks. I write everything down. I have a coach that does it for me, that brings me back to reality when I'm saying, oh, it's not working. He says, well, Mark, let's have a look at it. Let's be realistic. You're saying you wanted these results, and you're saying, but your work is not showing that you wanted to get there because you've been missing that. And then, okay, sometimes life gets in the way and that happens. And you're like, okay, all right, shit. Okay. I take ownership of that then. It was my fault I didn't get those results. But if we're not aware of that if you don't follow the program, you don't get results, then sometimes we can start to fall victim to the feeling that we think that we're doing everything, and why are we not getting the results? Why is it not working for me? And don't forget, sometimes a program needs to be overhauled. It is like everything. You go to the doctor, you start to get a medication or a treatment for something, and they realize this isn't working. You have to change it, guys. That happens. Same in training. Sometimes we'll be training a person and they're looking at it and they're like an outlier. The norm is not working for them, and we change it around. Of course, that's where a skilled coach helps, that they know they have many different ways to skin a cat. But the first port of call is you have to ask yourself, before I start looking at skinning the cat 600 different ways, I need to check, were they even following the program? Okay, because if they weren't, that's the first port of call. Follow the program. Okay, so guys, that's my advice for the day. Have a great day. Thumbs up if you got something worthwhile by listening to this. Take it easy, guys.